Hi there, welcome to the Fiber Nymph Dye Works channel. My name's Lisa, also known as Fiber Nymph, and I'm here today with a special video for you. I did just put up a regular video yesterday, so if you're looking for a regular episode, you'll find that on the channel. But I hope you'll stick around for this video today because it is about something special that's going on in the month of February. If you're on my newsletter list, you may have already seen it, or if you follow me on social media, but I am taking part as a vendor in the fiber community FearLESS February fundraiser. What is that, you might ask? Well, that's what this video is about, but a real brief description before we get into more of it. It is benefiting the FearLESS Living Fund, which is a fund that has been put together by Jennifer Lassonde's family. Now, if you don't know who Jennifer Lassonde is, she is BostonJen from the Down Cellar Studio Podcast. She's the one who sponsors the pigskin party and the splash pad party, but she also is helping her family and her family's friends to do this fund for her mom. Her mom was diagnosed with cancer back in 2021, and the FearLESS Living Fund was created to be something of a legacy to leave once Diane is no longer with us. And so this fundraiser is a part of raising money for that. Now, the FearLESS Living Fund benefits the Blind Center of Nevada, which you're gonna hear more about in just a minute. But that's what the fundraiser is for this month, to help put funds in this special fund to benefit these people. And this is the colorway that I have done for this month. This is called Dream Big. It was inspired by the Southwest desert landscape, we'll say. I've been out there. It's beautiful. All those earthy colors, this beautiful sky out there, which is also Diane's blue, I gotta tell you. Anyway, so I have this on self-striping. I've got it in mini skeins and fiber. We've got fiber, which I'm going to show you all of this a little bit more towards the end of the video. But first, I want to have the opportunity for Jen to tell you all about the FearLESS Living Fund, about the fundraiser, and also about her mom. And so I invited her to Zoom with me this morning and do just that. So I'm going to insert that Zoom video here, and you can hear firsthand from her all about these fabulous things. And then I will come back on at the end and share a little bit more about what I am offering as my items for this fundraiser. So I will say, since I Zoomed, I did it on my laptop, not my phone, so the video quality is a little bit different. You'll see a switch there. I apologize, but I hope you'll enjoy it nonetheless. So here we go. Let's talk to Jen. So I am here today with Jen Lassonde. For anybody who does not know, Jen is the host of the Down Cellar Studio Podcast. She hosts some really amazing knit-alongs every year. We're just coming up on the end of the pigskin party with the Super Bowl this weekend, and then the splash pad party will take place later this year. And I know my viewers have heard me talk about you and your events a lot because I so enjoy being a part of them. But today we're here to talk about something kind of completely different, and that is the FearLESS Living Fund and the fundraiser that is going on around that through the month of February, which is the Fiber Community February FearLESS fundraiser.
Yeah,
Did I get the words in the right order?
I often get them in the wrong order. I don't think it matters. We've got the idea, right?
Okay. Well, that's good. Jen, why don't you start out? Can you just tell us a little bit about how the FearLESS Living Fund came about and what that's all about?
Yes, I would love to. So thank you for having me, first of all. The FearLESS Living Fund came about because my mom was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer in December of 2021. And, when you get like sort of a huge thing thrown into your life like that, it, as often does, it made my mom like reevaluate what she wanted to do with, we didn't know how much time she'd have left. Thankfully, she's still with us, which is amazing. But she knew that she wanted to leave behind some kind of legacy. And so after much careful thought, she decided that the Blind Center of Nevada was a place that she was really inspired by. It is a community that supports blind people in Nevada, as the name says. They do incredible work there. And as part of their work, the way that my mom was introduced to them is that in the last couple of years, they've renovated the center that they have for their clients, and half of it can be used as a convention space. So it's a great way for them to raise money to support their nonprofit. And it also is a place where they can train their blind clientele and give them jobs so that they've got gainful employment and can help better their life while it's also still supporting the Blind Center. And so my mom is a reseller on eBay and all sorts of those kind of marketplaces, and goes to a reseller conference that was hosted there. And every year she would come home raving about the people that she met, the obstacles that they've overcome, how great they are at their jobs, how fun they are to be with. And so when she got that diagnosis and was thinking about her legacy, she said, I want to do something to help them. And so their program is actually reasonably well funded, which is a wonderful thing. But of course, they can only do so much, right? Like clients come there during the day. They can learn how to use phones and computers and things that will help them with accessibility. Many of them are newly blind, depending on different diseases that may not have been taken care of well because of their living situations or things like that. So they can go there, they can learn things, they can be together, they can have that community. But many of them are unhoused. They're living on the streets. So they get picked up in the morning, and at the end of the day, whether they've come there to learn or they've come there to work, they're back on the street at night. And so the Blind Center can't possibly fund for all of these people, but we were hoping with this fund to pick up where they leave off. And so our goal is to provide scholarships every year for housing for some number of their clientele. We just got it started really last year. And last year we were able to partially fund rent for one of the members there. And then another major need that their board brought to us is the cell phone need. I mean, a cell phone, especially if you are impoverished and blind, is an absolute lifeline in terms of your safety and security. So last year we also provided funding for the majority of one person's cell phone for the year. So what we're going to do with them every year is work with them on what the needs are, and then how can we help with that. And the basic criteria for it is just that they're good people. They're showing up, they're contributing, they're a nice person that is making their community better. Then those are the kinds of people that we want to support.
It's amazing. I thought it was so interesting. I was very interested to learn how your mom got connected with something out in Nevada, and that makes
we live in
sense.
Boston, I should say. So
Right.
south of
Yeah,
Boston.
totally other side of the world, and it's just so interesting how things like that happen and how you get connected to other people and the impact that you can have on their lives when you may not have even known they existed, however many years ago, that whole situation. So that's very, very cool. And I will say, for anybody who does not know, Jen's mom, Diane, is known in the fiber community as BostonJensMom.
Yeah, she has her own Instagram account with that name.
Yeah, and she shows up at fiber events, and that's why I've met her a couple of times at different things where I was vending, and that was very nice. Obviously, I didn't get to spend a ton of time with her, but I was always, it was just so cool to see her with you, and her couple of her granddaughters, I guess, also really are getting into the fiber arts now, and how that's all just come to be something that you all can do together. But I would say the other thing that impresses me about your mom is just she seems to be just such a very grounded, down-to-earth person, a very this is how it is and we're just going to deal with things, and I feel like she has put that aspect of herself into this initiative that you guys have taken on. It's like, I may not be here, but I want to be able to create something that will carry on when I'm not here and do good for people. And that's such a wonderful perspective to have. And I don't know that everybody would feel that way. Like, it takes a special person to really be able to think beyond themselves in such a way. So I think that's very cool.
I agree. I mean, she's my mom and I'm biased, but she's handled all of this with such grace. And, it's hard. It's really hard. There's no cure for the kind of cancer that she has. So we will lose her at some point. And she's just handled it with grace and beauty and humor. And some days are hard, but mostly, especially with things like this, it's such a good way to find the positive, even when lots of the days feel kind of dark. So, and that's why I wanted to do the fiber community fundraiser. As we're recording this, it's February 9th, which is my mom's actual birthday.
Oh,
And so
happy birthday, Diane.
happy birthday, Mom. So I wanted all month to like give her reasons to smile. So that's part of why we're doing it now.
Oh, that's great. Can you tell us a little bit more about the fundraiser?
Yes, I would love to. So I've teamed up with a whole bunch of awesome makers like Lisa, excuse me, um, to do donations for Fearless Living Fund in various different ways. So the different makers got to choose how they wanted to participate. So we've got folks like Lisa who have created a special product. I'm sure we'll talk specifically about that in a second. And a percentage of the
Self-serving.
proceeds. It's so
Good.
beautiful.
Thanks.
A percentage of the profits from that are going to go towards the Fearless Living Fund. So you can buy fun, fibery things, and then a donation will come to Fearless Living Fund. So we've got project bag makers, yarn dyers, and pattern designers all doing different things. And again, the makers got to choose the duration. So for some of them, it's one day. For some of them, it's a week. Some people are doing the whole month. So I have a Google Doc that I will share with Lisa so she can put it down below, which will link to all of the different makers, their social media, their website, the details of their things. And if they are doing a special unique product, I will link specifically to that so that you can see. So that's the primary way people are participating, but we do also have some other makers that have put together some awesome prizes. And if you want to donate directly to the Fearless Living Fund, again, we'll make sure that you guys have the link to do that. You donate directly, take a screenshot of that and send it to the makers that are offering up prizes. And you could be entered to win some really cool stuff just for making whatever donation is, available and accessible for you.
That's great. And it's been so much fun to see all the makers come together for this. And yeah, I will
It
definitely
really is. I'm
include
blown
that.
away. Sorry to step over you. Like you guys
No.
know my mom because she comes to fiber events and things like that, but she's not a knitter. She doesn't typically buy from any of you guys unless she's maybe looking for a present or something like that. But you guys have just so embraced her and us, and we are just immensely grateful.
Yeah, well, that's great. And I had such fun coming up with my colorway. It's called Dream Big. I'm sure I'm probably going to share it also some more pictures of it before or after this part of the video. But yeah, so I've got it in self-striping. I've got mini skein sets. I've got fiber. I've been doing spinning sets, which have been something new as opposed to just doing one big braid. You get all of the colors in little 1-ounce bumps and you can put them together however you want. There's some of the mini sets. So all kinds of different bases. And right now everything's in stock. I'm trying to keep all my stuff in stock and so that people can just buy it and I can get it shipped out fairly quickly. If I have to, I will start doing some like die to order options as well. But anyway, I so appreciate the response I've had to this so far. And I will be donating $5 from each item that is sold throughout the month of February with this colorway. So
incredible. Thank you. Tell them about the inspiration for the colorway, just while we're talking about the Blend Center of Nevada.
Yeah, the inspiration for the colorway is basically the landscape, the desert landscape in Nevada. I've been out west, and that was like one of the big things I was struck with, just those beautiful earthy colors. And I had to make sure that I got that blue in there for your mom.
That's my mom's blue for sure. It's perfect. It's beautiful.
That's a beautiful sky blue out there too. So yeah, and I do have inspiration pictures included in the listing so people can see that. But anyway, yeah, so that is what I'm doing. I'm so happy that other people are doing so many things. I've seen some really cool stuff. I haven't shopped yet. I'm sure I will before the end of the month. You know how that goes. Can't do it all at once.
No, and that's why I like that people are kind of staggering things throughout the month. And like I said, everything is listed in the Google Doc. I've also had a couple other makers say, hey, we just found out about this. Can I participate too? And of course, we're welcoming new folks in. So if you want to do something later on in the month, feel free to reach out to me on BostonJen1 on Instagram. Anybody who wants to participate in any way, we'd be more than happy to add you to the list. So for folks who are looking to make donations or do shopping or things like that, check back to the list. I'll be announcing updates on Instagram if we've got new folks participating, but hopefully we'll get a few more makers involved before the end of the month and just increase that donation total. So
great.
Really
Is
fun.
there anywhere else people can reach you other than Instagram if people aren't on Instagram?
Absolutely. Yep. So on Ravelry, I'm BostonJen, or you can email me at downcellarstudio@gmail.com. And that's Cellar, Cellar.
Great. I will put all of that information in the description box as well, so people can reach out to you if they would like to. Anyway, well, is there anything else that you would like to talk about either the fund or your mom or fundraiser, or did we cover it?
I don't think so. Just again, to just say thank you so much. Like we couldn't do this without you. Every time that donation thing goes off and we get the alerts on our phones, my whole family is just over the moon excited about how our community has come together. And I'm not surprised, because I've been in this fiber community for a long time now, and we are on the whole so supportive of each other. It's just, it really warms my heart, but it's still a little bit surprising for my family. So thank you all for just being so amazing and showing my family that this community exists in the same way that, like, you didn't know that the Blind Center of Nevada exists. Like, we all have these different communities and these different things that hit our radar. And the fiber community is not hitting the radar for all of our friends and family. And you guys are just showing up so well for us that it's incredible. So thank you.
Well, thank you for letting me be a part of this. It was wonderful. I was glad I had the opportunity to do so. And I guess one other thing I want to mention for people is you do videos with your mom on your YouTube channel occasionally, kind of updating her health situation. Matter of fact, I just watched the latest one this morning. So if anybody is interested and, knows your mom or knows of your mom and would like to follow along, and see how she's doing, that's a good opportunity to do that as well.
Yeah, please do. It's the Down Cellar Studio YouTube channel.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much for spending some time with me this morning, Jen. I really appreciate it. I won't keep you anymore, but I am looking forward to going through this month with the fundraiser and making a fabulous donation at the end of the month.
Thank you so much.
All right, take care.
You too.
So it was great hearing from Jen and hearing her explain all of that. She did a far better job than I could have done. So again, even though I showed it already in that video, I just want to show again the items that I am offering in my shop. This is called Dream Big. Here it is. This is on Bedazzled. Here it is in the skein on Bounce. There's a little piece of paper in each skein just telling you about the fundraiser and about who it's benefiting. So I've got several options, a lot of different yarn bases in the shop for the self-striping. And then there are also mini skein sets. So you get 6 minis, one each of the 6 colors in the colorway. This one's on Mountain Tweed Merino, sorry. And then I've got fiber. So you can get the colorway in a fiber braid. This one is on Polworth Silk. There's Rambouillet is also an option, and Mixed BFL. And this Mixed BFL is one of my spinning sets. So if you don't want to braid, you can get all 6 colors in a 1 ounce fiber bump, and you can put it together however you want. So all of those options are available in all of those configurations. I am trying to keep everything in stock through the month of February. And right now, I believe everything is in stock. I did not check this morning, but as of last night, everything was still, there was at least 1 or 2 of everything. So you can order. I will try to restock as things sell out. I've already restocked a few things. And if I need to, as the month goes on, I will add some die to order options as well, because I want to make sure as many people can order these items as they want to. I will be donating $5 from each of these items sold through the month of February to the FearLESS Living Fund for this fundraiser. And I would love to make the biggest donation that I possibly can. So again, you can find all of these items in the listing. I will put that link down in the description box below. Yeah, I guess that's everything I wanted to tell you about it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will also be leaving Jen's contact information below if you have anything that you'd like to contact her about. If you are someone who would like to participate in some way in this fundraiser, like she said, she's still happy to have new people join in. And the link to the Google document that has all of the vendors and their items will also be in the description box below. So that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Take care.